Hello, my beautiful guys and dolls, and welcome to an episode of Before the Curtain. I'm your host, Abby Campbell, and we are here to discover the passion behind the performance. Artists of all backgrounds will share their stories about what it takes to create, survive, and thrive in the competitive world of entertainment. Finding inspiration in their journeys, we aim to bring you everything that happens before the curtain. Here we go. My friends, today we have an extraordinary artist near and dear to the Vegas community. He founded his organization in 2022, aiming to provide a platform for dancers to showcase their talent, inspire audiences, and foster a culture of expression. They do this by curating world-class battles and events that celebrate creativity, diversity, and the community. From humble beginnings, he is here to share his story on creating this beloved space, Boujee Block. My guys and dolls, please help me welcome to the mic the amazing event coordinator and spectacular creator, Brendan Paredes. Oh no, I messed it up. We talked about this and I went over it. I said it at least 4 times. Brendan Paredes, aka Boujee. I did it.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited. So, when did you get the idea for Boujee Block?
I think it started around year 2021, kind of just throwing sessions at the park, more like open sessions, free for anyone to come join and just come and dance. Didn't really start as like a named thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was more so just me and like 2 homies that would just go to like any park and train on like whatever given night we wanted to, you know? I think it was just like the need to want to dance with more people and like exchange more knowledge, learn more things. It was definitely early on in my stage of dance at that time, especially in freestyle. So just trying to dive deeper in there was I think like the biggest focus by trying to bring more people. So that's kind of how it started. And then from there, kind of just made it more of a structured thing by picking a day, time, promoting it with the flyer, choosing name, and like, yeah.
Amazing. So you said you were getting into training freestyle or like just wanting to get more comfortable with it?
Yeah, for sure. There were 2 people I trained with at the time, Magoo and Chris. I kind of just was pulling up on them at like their house, their garage, and more for like private sessions, just like getting knowledge. But yeah, we started going out more as it like got nicer outside and stuff, and like it would bring more people. It was just really cool. And they would even like outside of that, they would have like bigger sessions at the park where like a whole bunch of freestylers would come.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a couple of those and I was like, oh shoot, this is crazy, you know? But yeah, that's kind of the start of it.
So were there already a lot of freestyle battles around in Vegas? I am not in the freestyle community,
I totally get
so
it.
forgive me if I ask really basic questions.
At the time, it wasn't as much. I think the only ones that I really went to were the ones that were happening at Prodigy and that were thrown by Prodigy. So like they would have ones for Christmas, Halloween, just random ones in like the summer and springtime, I think. But that's like my introduction to battles for sure. They would even have like open session for like $5 drop in, and like there would be a whole bunch of freestylers there at the studio, you know? But no, I don't think there was that much. I think it was kind of in a weird spot / like hiatus after COVID. So yeah, it was just odd, you know? I think it actually, the sessions and me training freestyle more so started like 2020, end of 2020-ish, kind of like end of COVID period.
Getting into that kind of expression of freestyle?
Yeah, and just going out to explore more of it and to like to train it and to like immerse myself in it. Yeah, I remember like the mask period for sure. Everyone was like at sessions, events, whatever, wearing masks. So that like gives me a date kind of. But yeah.
To remember when it all kind of started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, what a time to feel so unexpressive.
Dude, right? So crazy. But also like I think everyone had like a flame in them, you know? Since it was like being kind of held in, I think a lot of people were also training at home by themselves. So like people were also leveling up and wanted to come out and show what they've been working on, you know? So it was a really cool time, honestly. But yeah, not a lot of battles, I don't think.
Yeah. When did it become like officially Boujee Block?
think 2022 was when I established the LLC part of my business. So I went and took it upon myself to like get business license and stuff like that. But that's only because I started throwing actual events and battles, tournaments, stuff like that, you know? It started as the session at the park, just free for a long time, I think almost a year. But we had like some crazy moments. We used to host like crew battles where we would like get 8 people versus another 8 people. We just go at it, right? Just free. People come and watch. Probably looks crazy because you're walking your dog at Desert Breeze Park or something and you just see a whole bunch of dancers in a circle. Or just not even dancers, just people circled up and music's blaring, right? Don't know what's going on. But yeah, it started as that, you know, and as it grew, I talked with people and they kind of pushed me to throw events and like take it to the next step, you know, which I wasn't like thinking about much, but I definitely loved battles and street dance culture. So I think it was a dope move and I love it now, you know? So yeah.
So it was never your idea for it to be what it is now?
Not super. I think I just had a hard time trying to scale that idea because to me it was just dancing with friends at the park, you know, and trying to train for myself more so than like trying to grow for others, which is kind of selfish, right? But like I was trying to get better, you know. Still to this day, like I really try to utilize like everything that I throw for my own like dance growth as well, you know. But now, like, you know, after the people that did tell me, Trey, it was him. He was throwing events already, starting to throw battles kind of out of that COVID time, like end of 2020-ish. He had a dance studio, so he threw a battle there, right? And it was like my first battle. So like first introduction to that level of street dance culture, I guess. Because I had gone to the ones at Prodigy before, actually. So those were my first battles. But this is a big one, you know? It was like for $1,000, $2,000, 2v2. You got to see like people do routines and stuff like that. Like it was different. So, and after that, I think I had been doing my sessions. So he had just pushed me like that he thinks I should throw my own event, you know? So I went and did it. And from there, it's like just trying to do more just because I fell in love with it after that, you know? Yeah.
Now, with all these people telling you that you should do it, were you ever like, no, I can't do that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like a lot because it's a big investment, first off, like definitely thousands of dollars, if not at least 1,000, you know? But you have to think of so many things like your judges, your venue, your cash prize, so many things like dance floor, lighting, DJ, speakers. Yeah, there's just a lot of things to cover and it like seems like a lot, especially if you haven't done it before. But when you have guidance from someone who has done it before, like Trey, like it definitely made it easy and a lot more. Yeah, just made it easier, especially first time around, you know? So, but after that, it's like kind of copy and paste.
Right.
So, yeah.
I've heard that it's like when you create things like that, it's like you make a book of Genesis. You know, all the things that you need to do in order to create.
Yes,
this
you
event.
hit like a checklist, pretty much. No, yeah, definitely have like a whole bunch of those. It's just a whole bunch of blueprints. Like, yeah, I'm a very like structured person, so I love that.
Well, you love the copy and paste.
Yeah, but I, you know, like you can't. You have to have something to make every one different. But I love that there are things you can tweak within it that you know, I don't know, they're just constant variables pretty much that you know what you can switch out for what to make it different, you know, like judges or a DJ, like every one of those different DJs or judges will offer like a different feel to your battle, you know, so
right.
And a different outcome and whatnot, you know, so I like that. I think it's cool.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like what a whole nother avenue or part of the show that, you know, I wouldn't ever think about.
Right.
But yeah, because you think like, oh, they probably have their one DJ that they, you know, use every time.
For certain ones, definitely. But when you're trying to go for something, it's like, okay, who can do this the best, you know? Even if it's someone from like LA or whatnot, you know? Like, yeah.
Is it difficult to find inspiration for the new, like, I guess, themes of the battle, or like, because you said give or take variables, right?
Right. Yeah, yes and no. Some you kind of keep as like an annual thing, so you know that you can do that same one every year. But then again, with the variables, you have to make them different, you know? So it's like if you have 3 judges for every event, you've done that event for like 4 years, there's only so many people you can choose, you know? But honestly, no, because there's like so many dancers and so many talented dancers. So it's kind of endless. Like it gets hard sometimes, I think, with thinking of a new concept, but I love the chase because like for me, anytime I think of a new concept, it's to fill a kind of a void that we have in the community as far as like what kind of, not even styles of dance, but what kind of sides of dance can we highlight on this platform, you know, like a battle or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, because I know you guys, you're doing the contemporary one.
Yes, very soon.
Right?
Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. What, August 13th?
Yes, August 13th. So yeah, that's
remember.
such a challenge. Like,
yeah. How has that been different?
The most different. This is the most planning that I've put into an event, most research that I've had to put into a single event, and like most digging for sure. Like, just because I don't come from the contemporary side of dance, you know, I don't have much experience there. I've never even taken a contemporary class. Like, that's crazy, right? And then here I am throwing a contemporary event, but it's because I really appreciate the side of dance that contemporary brings out, you know, like the vulnerable, emotional kind of side, you know. It's even hard for me to kind of take it there, but I love to watch it. And I know that like if we push that, then it can like break limits, you know, and break new ground for expression of dance and whatnot. Like, yeah, just a lot of talking with the judges for sure. A lot of digging for music because I don't even know what is contemporary music, right? But yeah, like, yeah.
Wait, so then how do you find a DJ for a contemporary event?
So
what a niche
right?
event.
There's no contemporary DJ. Like, what? Yeah. So what I did is kind of use my knowledge of dancers, and there's a DJ that was formerly a dancer, formerly a contemporary dancer, very heavy in that world, like Pulse, Elite, you know, all that. So knowing that they used to live in that space kind of, and knowing that I trust their DJing ability now, I'm like, okay, I feel like you would be a perfect fit, you know? That's Teshi. If you know Teshi, yeah, she definitely used to be heavy in the dance space, but now is like more an artist, actor, musician, DJ. So I think it's dope to see people transition that way too, and also to bring them back, you know, because she still has it. Like, not only like the dance ability, but the ear, you know, to think like a contemporary dancer and to know what contemporary dancer might like, you know, takes one to know what. So that's kind of what my thought process was.
Absolutely.
More on the experience aspect than the DJ aspect. Because for battles, it's fairly easy to DJ, more so than like a club where you have to mix and stuff. It's more so choosing the songs, you know? And I would trust someone with more experience in choosing songs than, you know, someone without.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's kind of the thought process there for the DJ.
As somebody who has go-goed with DJs, many DJs.
Oh, yeah.
Not that this is similar, but still, it's like, how do you want me to dance to this? Or as you're mixing it and cutting it up.
Yeah.
There's no tempo. And then I'm stressing. But it's like, you know, they're very good at what they do. And sometimes those two worlds don't mix.
Right.
So I can only imagine. But
that's hard because they're not even playing for you, right? You just have to kind of go with the flow, right? No, that's so tough.
But anyway, I digress. That we're not here for me to rant about go-going because I love it. But
I see the similarity though.
Oh,
the connection there for sure. Yeah.
So, what was it like to throw like your first official event as an official business?
Shoot. I don't think the LLC part changed much. I think when you kind of do that, it's more of an organizational thing and like kind of for yourself, keep record and stuff like that. But throwing the first event in general, I think it was pretty crazy, but also like very cool to see, you know, your hard work and your idea come to life. Like, I think that's why I kind of fell in love with the event stuff. I love to like, I don't know, I love to like make a flyer and then just see it, you know? Like, even if it's not real yet, like, I need to like make something to see it. And then when it happens, it's like, psh, it's the same thing that it was, you know, 4 months ago when I made it. Like, I really love to see my ideas come to life and to see it like affect people as well, you know? I think it's so cool. My first battle I ever threw was called Queen of the Block. It was actually all ladies 1v1 battle.
And when you say 1v1, oh, like one
like
versus...
one-on-one.
Okay,
right.
got it.
So it was all ladies battle for International Women's Day, right?
Love that.
That was in March 2023? Yeah, 2023, I believe. So, yeah, that was a fun one. A whole bunch of ladies came out. Like, we had dope ladies on the panel. It was all women's event, right? So the DJ, MC, all 3 judges. It was really special. And I think, I don't know, it was just crazy to see everything come to life, you know? And to see people like appreciate it and all celebrate one thing in one place, especially something like empowering women, you know? Like aside from the battle and aside from the dance, like it was really dope to bring people together. So yeah.
And then when they all ask you, when's the next one?
Right.
And you're like, oh no, I'm on the hook for the next one.
Yeah, and then I did the second one, you know? And then the third one. And now next year we'll be doing the 4th one.
All for the women's?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So yeah, that kind of, literally that. It's like, when's the next one? It's like, oh shoot. I guess I'm doing this again, right? But yeah, but you want to, you know, you don't want to let the people down.
No.
Yeah.
Not when you see something that is either like something that you wish you would have had, you know, that you create to give to people, and then they see it and they get involved and they love it. How do you let them? How could you not do it again?
I know, right? It's like, okay, fine.
Right, because then it's like, oh, now you've tugged on my heartstrings. I got to do it again, and then you figure it out, right?
Yes, 200%. Right. Yeah, it's hard though. It's so hard. Tough.
Like, how is it tough? What's tough about it, I should say?
I think for me, I really like to get crazy, especially now since I've done like a couple. I really want to like push it and like push the boundary and like make it the dopest, you know, that I can. But it's like sometimes my dream is too big for my pocket, you know? So like this stuff is hard, but also with the event stuff, like I think I try to convince myself that I'll make it back, you know, at the door or whatever. So it's like, okay, maybe I can go a little bit outside of my budget, but I don't know, it's hurt me a couple times for sure. I think this year, this half of the year, I'm finally kind of getting the hang of it as far as budgeting and stuff, but it's hard for me in the beginning. But just because I wanted to do so much, like some of these judges, like really cost a lot, like 600-700 total, you know. But they're also worth it because you're bringing out people that have done this for like over 20 years, you know, and have experience in teaching at university and, you know, experience from just talking with like OGs and pioneers, you know. So it's like, dang, this is hard. I know it's worth it, but it's like, this is hard. Especially when I feel like not everyone might realize the type of quality of people that we're bringing out, you know? Like, man, everyone should be hitting up this person for privates while they're here, you know? This person should be fully booked while they're here. Like, but yeah, like that's why I do it though. Like, I want people to know that royalty like this exists and like people that are innovating and pioneering like are still here and we can still go take from them. So I'm bringing them here, you know? So
you should write my mission statement.
What do you mean? Oh my God.
Because that's how I feel though. Like we have the most amazing people in the world and even like in this city. It's actually wild.
I think almost especially here.
It's
crazy.
It's wild. And it's like, you guys are sleeping on this.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's getting tips or entertainment, business advice, or even just hearing their story or asking them a question, taking them out to coffee, taking their class. Like,
yeah, big time.
Do you know who's sitting next to you?
Right.
And not even if they have 1 million followers on Instagram or they're famous or whatever, but like the stories and the experience that they have.
I think I find a new person like every day. Like whether it's like my girlfriend telling me or like I'm just seeing like, oh shoot, this legend is like just living here. Or even just existing. Like, oh shoot, I don't even know who this is. You know? Yeah, definitely. But especially Vegas. Because of all of our shows and whatnot, you know? Just hard because you never see them. Because they're always working, you know? And if they do have their off days, it's like, I'm sure as someone who dances every single day, you probably don't want to dance on your off day all the time, you know? So I get it. I really wish they were more accessible though. Because there's a lot of oftentimes that I'm trying to get like specifically Vegas people to come and, you know, participate and judge or like battle or anything like that. But it's like, it's hard sometimes. But I understand also, you know, tiring job. But man, if we had the treat of being able to see like the top talent in Vegas consistently all the time, it's like, oh shoot, it'd be so much like a inspiration pumping through everyone's veins. But yeah, I get it though. But shout out to all the top Vegas people for sure. There's so many, so many. Whether it's like even like circ stuff, craziness.
Oh yeah, because the scope of talent is huge. The variety is massive. Circus artists, burlesque artists. Now that like there's a big film and scene here as well, and I know that's growing. Then you have dancers, you have singers, you have musicians. It like never ends.
It's huge. Yeah.
Which to me, I'm like, I don't think you'll ever find that in another city.
No, I think even LA, like, I don't think they have the circus aspect. Probably, right? I mean, I don't know.
Not that I have heard, at least.
Not as concentrated, for sure. I feel like it's always hard to compare LA to Vegas just because of the sheer volume of people. But it's like, yeah.
Anyway, there's that.
Yep.
Side tangent. I actually had this question, asked a different one, but now I kind of want to come back to it. And feel free to be like, oh, I don't remember. But earlier, when you were talking about creating the contemporary event, and you were saying that contemporary has such like that vulnerability, and you said for you sometimes it's hard to go there. What did you mean by that?
I don't know. It's just like It's hard for me to tap into that emotional, vulnerable side of dance. I feel like.
Like when you dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, I don't know. A lot of people do like to go there. Especially we were just at Heart Space and like people are pouring their soul out on the floor. I respect it. It's just hard for me. I don't know.
Well, everybody has a different avenue for which they can pull their heart and soul into.
Right. Definitely. I just like to smile and have fun when I dance, you know? I'm like a hip hop dancer, you know? I like to, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard sometimes, but I love to watch.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure maybe, you know what, along my journey, I'll get better at it, but yeah.
But it looks different for everybody. So, you know, for contemporary dancers, it's contemporary.
Yeah.
You know, for musical theater people, it's singing a ballad, you know.
Right.
It's different for everyone.
Yeah.
And for some people, it's putting their heart and soul into creating events and creating spaces for people to feel that safe.
Exactly.
Because that's also just as important.
Yes.
And just as valid, too.
Right.
You know, you're opening the door to that vulnerability and space like that. So that's also a way to do it.
Very true. Just in a way I don't know, right? Yeah.
So then all of your whoa, my brain glitched. Your training in dance has primarily just been hip hop?
I think street dance in general. I think hip hop is like a newer style that I'm exploring, but definitely my origins were like team choreography. My first dance thing ever was high school, with the Desert Oasis High School. So I joined their dance team. was part of like the small all male group. It's like 10 people, something like that. But yeah, I was on it for like not long. I think I dropped out early just because I couldn't handle the pressure or the heat of it, but also fueled me to like want to go find other avenues of trying to keep dancing and training, to get better. I think originally before all this, I was a Lay Twins fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was super big fans of them, and I was just watching all their videos. And yeah, from there, I definitely wanted to dance, so joined the high school team. But after dropping the high school team, found Prodigy, started training there, taking a couple classes a week, right? Yeah, and then from there, I think I just started branching out and like finding other people to dance with, going to the sessions, going to the battles. I definitely found a lot of guidance from people that were just down to help me like get better and train. So yeah, I think popping probably like one of the first main ones I started playing with a lot. I'm a dabbler. I don't really attach to one style. I just kind of dabble in a lot of different ones and take inspiration for sure. But yeah, I've been playing with like locking lately. Yeah, just stuff like that. Definitely street dance styles though, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to hop back into choreography. But yeah, it's hard.
Like doing choreography
Doing
or
choreography.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even making choreography, like I would love to do that too, but that's a different brain. Left brain.
One day, you never know.
Yeah, no,
I don't
yeah.
think you ever thought you were creating
Yeah,
battles. You never know what could
No.
come up.
No, you're right. I
So what keeps you going with Boujee Block?
think being a dancer definitely helps. Like actually having the love of dance and like watching dance. Like, I don't know. Then like, it goes back to the possibilities thing too. Like, I want to see every different variable like happen. And also like I've been really bringing a lot of people from other states and cities out to like participate in our events, and I think that is so cool to me to like kind of drop in an X factor into something that we're so used to, and like showing people that there is a different flavor or style out there, that they might not be familiar with, or even just a dancer that is dope out there that they might not be familiar with. I love to showcase new talent. I love to give people new platforms to express themselves, like all of it, all of it, all of it.
And when you say people from out of state to come participate, do you mean like judge or dance in?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I really like to have them come and dance and like battle, because I feel like, I don't know. Me personally, I feel like it's cool if our whole city gets beat by one person that just came out here from nowhere. That's like, dang, we have work to do. But then they throw a workshop the next day. That's so cool to me. Like, okay, let's see what just happened last night, and let's see, you know, what are they going to teach us that they did that can help make us better. But yeah, I just think there's so much like to learn, and there's a lot of examples out there of like just how to apply your style differently, how to like a whole bunch of different things. So many different things. I love it. Yeah.
Well, like, it's cool because that becomes also a passion of yours to educate.
Mm-hmm. In a different way than teaching directly, I guess, right? Like, no, yeah, definitely. I think bringing teachers out here is one of the best ways that I like can help educate, because I don't know. I don't know if like we just had this teacher, Queen P, teach a dance style called Beat Your Feet, right? Which is native to the DMV area. I'm sure like not a lot of people have even heard of it before, right? But for her to bring that out here and educate people on a style that's not from here, that you might not know about, like
I haven't heard of it.
It's right, crazy, huh? It's like a footwork based style, based out the DMV area. So that's like Washington D.C., Maryland, and like Virginia, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes from there. It's like they do it to go-go music, which is like drums and bass. It has a lot of culture to it. It's crazy. And I think like there's a lot of different cities that have their own dance style, and to bring it to Vegas, like that's so crazy. And now we have dancers here that are doing that style from Washington D.C. So it's like a exchange of culture also, and like a spreading, like a cultural appreciation thing as well. Like I love that too. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's really dope, and that adds such a cool new layer to a battle. Because a battle can just be a battle, but it can also be a massive learning.
That was just a workshop
tool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in what other ways would you envision Boujee Block to grow or do more? Because I know you sounded like you had a lot of ideas earlier.
I mean, I definitely want to scale it. I don't want to hold myself to just events for sure. I feel like there's so much more possibility than that. Even throwing workshops lately, like I would love to do that more, But I think just being a platform is probably the biggest goal, and just scaling that. So like being the biggest platform for street dance in the world, hopefully one day, right? But like, yeah, just even if it's not that, just hopefully working to put Vegas on, to help educate Vegas. Yeah, all that. I think I've explored, like, I really want to explore like the back end of the dance industry as far as like the business side, and like even the potential of being like a dance agency. I know Vegas, it's like a little bit weirder for dance agencies out here than like somewhere compared to like LA, but representation is always good anywhere, right? Especially like, I don't know, to possibly represent or be an agency to represent street dancers, I think that could be cool. But yeah, just providing more opportunities across the board, whether it's bringing a teacher out, booking dancers here for a job, like working with a bigger platform like Red Bull or something like that. Yeah, I don't want to limit it, but I definitely see like bigger things than what we're doing now for sure. But this is also very important, what we're doing now, just as far as like community level, providing consistent events where people can come and grow and experience culture. Like that's always the most important, but scaling it, of course. So yeah.
And baby steps, right? Sometimes it'll come out of nowhere.
Right.
And sometimes you might wake up and have the perfect idea and figure it out and be able to, do it.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of all the events you've done, has it only just been you that has produced the event?
I'll do like collaborations here and there with like people that do their own like organizations and stuff like that. But anything that's just Boujee Block has definitely been just me.
Okay, when you say people, like you said, other people that do their events?
Yeah, like I'm doing one upcoming with good friend Nikki, and she has this kind of organization called Nuke, where she throws events. There's one called Soul Speak. It's like an artist showcase, but we're collaborating on a Bonnie and Clyde battle on September 12th. So that's kind of a collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just like us splitting everything kind of, and then collaborating to come up with the judges, the theme, the battle guests. Yeah, stuff like that. So yeah, there's kind of collaborations like that. But yeah, most of the events I have done on my own though.
And if you don't mind me asking, just because I'm curious, I can always edit this out if you want me to. Yeah. But how do you fund it?
I fund it out of my pocket, completely out of my pocket. I'm a 9-to-5 guy sometimes, usually just like working retail or something like that. But yeah, lucky enough to not have that many bills or anything, but I definitely like use all of my money for the battles. Now I'm definitely like starting to get a rhythm to where I don't have to use as much of my own money to fund the battles. But yeah, that's definitely how it started. Like I've definitely gone in debt to fund these, but it's worth it. It's worth it though.
That's so admirable though.
Thank you.
Like crazy 9-to-5 normie during the day, and like huge Vegas dance community event coordinator at night.
Yeah, it's
like
fun.
that's crazy.
Kind of like a superhero thing, right? Clark Kent.
A little bit. Yeah.
It feels like it. It's like, hi, how can I help you?
Come into my event space.
Yes. But yeah, 9-to-5s. I'd definitely love to like make a career as a dancer one day, and then have everything kind of cycle. Make dance money and fund it with dance money. But that's also so like I have so much respect to like performers, because that is tough job, tough job. So yeah.
And it's so crazy to me because, like, from an outsider who's like, again, I'm not in the street dance culture. So much respect. With all the love in the world, I will probably never do a battle.
Oh my gosh.
I, not me, not me. I will happily watch, but I am not a battler. It's not. I love dancing. I love freestyling, but it's not in my nature to battle. I don't think my heart could do it. I don't know why. So I'm saying, from an outsider, like, looking in, it's crazy to hear that you're like, oh, I'd love, like, so much respect to performers, and that you want to have you said dance career. So I'm sitting here like, I'm sorry, somebody who is so involved in the dance community in Vegas is like, that to me is crazy. Only because, like, people sometimes operate when they're like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know enough about that space, or I haven't been in this field for years. I'm not a master at this art. How could I throw an event for it? I've only just started, or I barely know anything, or anything of that sort. And then, so they don't do it because they don't think that they have the qualifications to do it.
Right.
Am I speaking from my own experience? Maybe.
I totally feel that though. Like, even in other areas, like teaching. I've just started teaching, right? But I'm also a dancer that's like maybe 6 years into their journey. So it's like, I feel odd about teaching sometimes, but also it's like, I don't know. I still know that I have knowledge to offer to help people get to a position that's higher than where they are now, So I can't rob myself of that. And I feel like sometimes we have to throw ourselves into it to learn how to do it as well. Especially like the event thing. Like, so you know what? Sure. It wasn't even me. Someone else that pushed me to do it, But
how easy would it have been for you to just be like, no, I don't have enough experience, like, to feel,
or
that
just
kind
to
of like
keep throwing the session and keep it at that level, No,
and
it would have been too easy.
And so, from an outside perspective, like, that's so cool. Because my scaredy ass self would be like, nope, I don't know enough. Nope, I'm not qualified. Nope, I can't do that.
I feel you.
So, like, that is so cool.
I think we should all push ourselves more. I think it's easier to pull out than, like, I don't know. I think we should just, and if anything, we really learn about ourselves in that moment. Like, even the battle stuff, you should go battle this once. Even especially like if the first one and the last one to be the contemporary one, that's so perfect. It's like a toned down version, right? But I think battle can teach us a lot about ourselves too. Like, just throwing yourself in that fire and seeing what happens. Like, it's literally all internal dialogue and mental. Like, but it's also like, you talk to the best and you ask them what their like internal dialogue is, and it's just like they're dancing for themselves, So it's like, there's so much beauty in all of that, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
I think my issue is that I grew up as a competitive dancer. So I did competitions my entire life. And now that I'm not competing for anything, I enjoy that. I enjoy not
And you wouldn't
competing.
even want to put yourself in the position of competing for like 60 seconds. No, right?
My chest just got tight. I'm like, it's like, so hats off. So much respect for people who do it and that
I get it.
Participate. Absolutely. You do your thing, and they're always amazing, and they're always giving it everything they have. I've never personally attended a battle other than the videos that I've seen from other people's experiences and stuff. And even just to watch all those, I'm like, I would love to be in the room just because it's like, just to feel that energy, amazing. But I am a scaredy cat. And I will stand by that statement. I'll wear it as a pin when I attend the battle.
Right. First battle.
I will wear a pin that says, I am a scaredy cat.
That's so funny.
Because it just, not my thing. But I think it's such a cool space, and that people love it.
I think like you can really learn about yourself there, and I think people do end up learning about themselves, especially in like this Thursday, we throw our weekly, or no, not weekly, monthly event called First of the Month, right? Which every first Thursday we do a battle called Seven to Smoke, which Seven to Smoke is like King of the Hill, kind of. So you have one start at the top, you have like 6 or 7 lined up, right? It's like the first 2, whoever wins, winner stays here, loser goes like to the back of the line, right? And you keep going running that until someone has 7, right? And then whoever gets to 7 first wins the whole thing, right? So we do that, and like something like that, you have to throw so many rounds. Like you might go like 15 times in one night.
And how long are those? How long are those rounds though?
45 seconds.
Okay.
But if you're going 45 seconds at your hardest, shit, right? It's like, oh my. But that something like that, it's like I think people learn where their stamina is at, where they're at totally, like just as far as their level, like you can learn so much about yourself there, and pushing yourself like that hard in an environment like that, like, and I think it's so dope, you know? Like, yeah.
How do you judge dance battle or freestyle battle?
I don't have much judging experience, but I know that for the most part, you know, it's judged off of musicality, kind of dynamics, like foundation. What else would be a good performance?
When you say, you said foundation?
Yeah. Kind of like technique / foundation, you know? Like if you're popping, then like how clean is your technique or whatnot, you know? So yeah, like moments are another big thing. I feel like a lot of things. But at the end of the day, like all we see is this or this, right? So a lot of times just like however the judge feels. And then at something like First of the Month, we have one judge. So it's like one judge making all those decisions, which also challenges the judge, you know? But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's very, very, very subjective.
Yeah, and that's the other part too, is where it's like dance is so not, you know, not like gymnastics, right? Where you're doing certain tricks and it's a clean line. Did you not fall?
Yeah,
you know, that's like
you stick it, right?
Black and white.
Yes.
But dance is so not.
It's a whole expression art form, and you know, there's so many little variables that could change the outcome, like who is sitting in the judge's seat? What is their background? What styles do they do? What styles do they like? Right? What styles don't they like? That is like huge. And I don't know. I feel like it's just hard. It's just hard.
Do you take that into account when you pick the judges?
Yes. Absolutely. You know? Like if I'm trying to formulate a certain vibe or feel, then I have to like, I think my judges and my DJ are who I see most responsible for kind of creating that. Not as far as like them actually like creating it, but me choosing them to be there and what they bring creates the kind of vibe. Here, I'm trying to see an example, like Socks, right? Which is a contemporary one, right? Like I couldn't have street dance judges just judge this, right? Because there's a whole gap in understanding there, right? But also like there's a gap the same way around, you know, with the contemporary judges I have, kind of with the less understanding on the street dance side, you know? So you have to kind of pick and choose and see who you want to place where, depending on what kind of vibe you want to create, you know? Of course, I wanted this to be more geared toward the contemporary dancers, so I picked, you know, Allison, David, Tyrese. Yeah.
Fantastic
just based
choices.
off of, I know that they're going to have the understanding of technique and performance and everything that we're looking for the dancers to give, you know? You kind of want to see it in your judges as well, you know? If you could like make the perfect dancer with 3 people, if you put 3 people into one dancer's body to win the whole competition, then it should like be your 3 judges. Ish.
That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah. But definitely want it to be like well-rounded. Like typically in a street dance battle, like you want to have like 3 different people that do 3 different styles, you know?
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
How much time do you dedicate to research when it comes to either picking judges?
It's literally like 24/7 ongoing thing.
Mm.
But it's like a passive thing also. You're just scrolling on social media and you see dope stuff or you see clips or like I don't know. I think I've honestly done so much research and just in like the past couple years with just like social media, you know, but I really learned a lot about who are some of like the people that are actually pioneering the dance scene and doing like important things and teaching quality knowledge. Like I get all this from like my Instagram pretty much. But
Shout out algorithm.
for sure. But you know what? You also create your algorithm, you know? Like just like following all the dancers. All of them.
Has there been times you reached out to either a judge or for someone to come participate and they were like, hell no?
Yes.
A lot?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean not a lot, but I think sometimes with how I do things, like I think this is definitely more of a community based organization, right? Like we're not Red Bull. We don't have the money that Red Bull can offer or provide to fly you out, your stay, per diem, travel while you're here. I can't do it. I'm so sorry. But I still am such a big fan of you, right? But like I communicate that, you know, some people are down, some people aren't. And you know, if they aren't, it's okay. Like I totally understand. I'm asking for a lot, you know? But also it's like I think people can get a lot of value by coming out here and exchanging with another community that is not familiar with them or they're not familiar with, you know, like especially if you're a teacher or a dancer trying to grow your audience nationwide or globally, like yeah. But also I understand people trying to get paid to come out and judge or dance, like no, for sure. Which some like, you know, you pay that, but yeah. But yeah, I definitely get a hell no sometimes. But you know, that's okay. You just say, "No, no problem. Thank you." But yeah.
What's been the most surprising thing you've learned from Boujee Block?
Oh, shoot. Most surprising thing.
Yeah, no rush. It can be like logistical or it can be.
I think kind of just learning how to like take command and take charge, kind of. I feel like I used to be more passive, and I never really got to be in a place where I'm in control of everything, right? Or like I'm the boss, and people are like asking me, like, what should we do now? Because I'm always feel like I'm asking people, okay, should I do this or this, right? Like I'm the worst. I'm the most indecisive person ever, right? So it's like, I don't know. I don't think I would ever see myself in that position, kind of, but definitely learned a lot. I'm moving so much faster now, just as far as making like important decisions and whatnot, and knowing what I feel like is tolerable and not tolerable for me, you know, in my business. Like, I think I'm definitely gotten better with like putting my foot down and just like being okay with being a little demanding, I guess. Not demanding, but like knowing what I want, kind of.
And relaying that to other people.
Yeah, that part.
Mhm.
That part. Communication, for sure.
Do you have
Communication skills, all that. No, good. Go ahead.
Do you have a group of people that helps you put on every event, or like people that work for you? I guess I could use the word employees, but
I have my girlfriend Natavia, and then I have my mom sometimes, but not really. And then like I'll have like Sani. She will run the door sometimes, but yeah, it's just me most part.
Mhm.
And then you know the DJ and judges, but they're just there to do their job, you know.
Yeah.
So it's mostly me.
Well,
and then my girlfriend like at the door. Yeah,
mhm.
but yeah.
Has there ever been a
Team.
point in these past few years where you were like, okay, I'm done with Boujee Block. I can't do it anymore. Like it got too stressful.
No, I think there's like definitely been like, okay, this can be the last event this year, you know, but never, not recently, never taken a break. Like I have already up till about like May of next year planned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but yeah, don't feel like stopping. I love everything that it adds to my life, you know. I feel like I get so many dope opportunities as a person, as an organizer, as a dancer even. Like, I love what it adds to my life, you know? So, yeah.
It sounds like you have such a big space for dancers and performers and the community in your heart, and that's really cool.
I actually like dance. I really do.
In case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, right? But no, like, and I really like, I just want to put on for like the lesser known things, you know, especially street dance.
Absolutely. Okay, we're at the point in the podcast where I ask you what your funniest story is as a dancer or performer, or even if you were like throwing an event and you were like all of a sudden, I don't know, some massive set piece came down, or the banner or something.
No, I don't have any memory of that. I
don't know.
This one is as like a dancer. So at Boujee Block, when it was still the park session, right? We would do the big crew battles, right? So this year or this time, it's 8v8, right? So I just go ask like 7 people, like, all right, I want to battle and represent Boujee Block. Cool. We had like 8 dudes from Memphis, right? So out in Memphis, they do a style called Memphis Jukin, right? Which is their style, native to Memphis, Tennessee, right? Their own foundations and all that, their own music. Like they kind of dance like trap music. And yeah, but we did an AV8 battle against them, right?
And that's 8 people versus 8 people?
Yeah,
okay.
Literally big crew brawl. It's just crazy. Everyone chooses their music. Like it's so fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was dancing, right? I was battling. So I went, and as I was going, I think someone like, I was trying to move the speaker, and the music turned off. So yeah, not that funny, but that was it. I have a clip.
You have a video of it? Those are the best. Whenever some shit happens and then you get it on video. Oh my god.
Got a good reaction.
Oh my god, it's the best.
And then I had to turn the speaker on and go again.
Was it like in the middle of the performance?
Because I was just like getting started. Yeah. It's okay though.
It's okay, guys. Take two. Take two. First one wasn't good anyway. Right. Let's just start it over. What do you think? Okay, I'll ask this one first. Do you think there's a lot of dancers who are uneducated about like street dance culture?
Yes. Yes.
What about it do you think they don't know?
The culture side, for sure. I think the definitely the culture side. And that there is like very heavy and rich culture that lies behind every street style, you know? That is more than just the movement itself, you know? And that goes from like a way of life to the music to like where the style was even created, right? Like what kind of setting? Like a style like house, you know, was created in the club, you know? And I think that when you go back to explore that and everything that it was kind of like built on and stuff like that and the roots and the culture of it, then you get a much better understanding of the style rather than just learning the moves, you know? Like the moves are one part of the thing. Like to understand the music and the culture is so important. Almost more important than learning the moves, you know? I feel like that's something that has helped me out as a dancer is being able to like understand that everything comes from kind of a culture and stuff and being able to ask the right questions to go and seek that out, you know? Even with Chat GPT, like we have so much power now. Like we like some OG or pioneer has written the information down or typed it out on a website. And all we have to do now is ask ChatGPT, where does this style come from, right? And it'll go find us that excerpt, and we can have exact knowledge. So like, yeah, and I think there's a lot of people that try to teach certain styles without having like the right knowledge, you know, of being able to inform the students of the culture and where to find more of it rather than just a move, you know. And then even I think the moves get taken out of context sometimes and just get added into choreography, you know, without necessarily like paying the right respect to it, you know, because it's like they are moves, but they're also connected to like whole styles of dance, you know, which are then connected to the culture. And it's like it just goes little deeper than I feel like people realize, like, I don't know. I think you just have to kind of take it as if, like, what if you created this style? How would you feel if people were kind of using it not the way it's intended to, without having the full understanding? Like, I think it's important, so important. And I think it helps out so much with leveling up if you're trying to get better in a certain style, to just go do your research, and even just watching videos, like, it helps so much, so much, just having the understanding, for sure.
Do you see that a lot?
Yeah.
Where do you see that at?
I mean, in the studio for sure, but it's everywhere. Like, even competition, like, especially like hip hop competition choreo, it's kind of like something that is like almost irreversible now, just because of the way that kids are kind of being brought up and taught the certain steps, like a kickball change or something like that. Very simple, right? Or something like a wave, I guess. But it's like, to them, it's like they're just learning the move, like, I don't know.
It's become like standard. It's like they've taken moves from different places, and
And now this is my dance foundation. Not even like I have house foundation and popping foundation. No, I have like a popping move, a house move, and a whacking move, and this is my dance foundation. That's like not complete though. It's like a wonky cake. I don't know.
Because I've never learned specific locking,
right?
But I've done it in
probably right?
in a piece, or like it's been thrown in combos that I've done. So then I've gotten the gist.
Maybe it's
of
like
it.
Been taught differently in every combo you've learned, right? So it's like, oh shoot, now we're playing telephone.
Yeah. And that's what it is, and that's what it's become. And it's never like I didn't want to learn about it. It was just like I only ever did it if it came up.
Right.
And so I don't know. I've never taken a full locking class or workshop.
There's also a lack of resources, because there is not a locking class that you can really take right now. I can't even recommend you to go like take one, because there's not one. Even like whacking, house, popping, these are all styles that I can't recommend you a class to go take, because there's not one, And I think that's also like the studios, but also from the studios, it's the students, So studios will book a class if it's bringing in people, but these foundational classes, they don't pull anyone. There's like 4 people at most, almost, for like a foundational class, So yeah, there's like, it's like a whole, I don't even know how you fix that,
I get it. I don't know how, yeah.
I don't think people are interested in really learning foundation, or if people don't feel like they need to learn foundation,
Yeah,
it feels like a very beginner level thing almost.
Well, it's also that all the commercial work is either a fusion of everything, or it's, one choreographer's interpretation of the music, which again is not a bad thing, but it's also like that's what I'm doing in this show, and that's what is selling, and that's what I need to know how to do in order to book and work. As long as I know how to do 2 locking moves or the gist, and I get the idea of it, why would I need to go take a foundational class?
The value of choreo,
if I know enough to get by.
Value of choreo is way higher than like the value of knowledge of freestyle. This is choreo books, Even that's why I'm trying to learn choreography now and try to like get my retention, is because I know that's the working side of dance. But it's like, dang, it takes such a toll, on like trying to preserve the culture. But even like, I don't know, there will be people that start to realize that when they take these foundational classes, that it strengthens their choreography, and the foundations of their dance, So it's like the foundation of choreography movement is almost like lines and like strong movement, but it's like all these lines and strong movement will come from a dance like locking or popping, So it's like it all ties in.
Oh yeah, I mean, what it is now had to come from somewhere.
Of course.
It had to come from somewhere, and those people who are choreographing it learned it from somewhere.
Yeah.
And just because they're not, giving you a full, I'm just going to go back to locking because that's what I used earlier, locking workshop or class or, piece, doesn't mean, they don't know about it. Just right now in this time, in this choreography we have to do or perform for, this is the move you're doing. This is how you kind of do it. Okay, let's move on, get to the next part, because we're in a time crunch or something.
Especially in auditions, like
that
30
too.
minutes to learn. You can't really go over the history or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people forget that, no, that came from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, there's so many variables in that because I don't think people are ignorant to it. Sometimes it's like we forget about resources too.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
there's a lack. So it's like I totally understand that too. Like places like here, like we only have a couple studios, and they're gonna do what they need to do to stay open.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And that, oh gosh, what a circle! I got to do what I need to do to stay open, but also, yeah, there's a few crowds there that they have to
cater to,
and
keep, and make sure like they are throwing things that they like. Yeah, it's hard. I can only imagine. I'd love to open up a space, just throw like foundational classes. What? That'd be crazy.
Love that.
How soon will we close? I don't know. I feel like we wouldn't be open for a long time. It would be cool though while it's open.
I'd love that. I'd go take I love foundations classes.
I am really working though to throw like every month of really solid foundational class though. So this month we're doing hip hop foundation though. Bringing someone from LA, teaches constantly at Movement Lifestyle and stuff like that, right? So it's like 2-hour workshop for hip hop.
Love that.
Come through, man. Come through.
I love that. Oh my God. I also been wanting to do, for a while, I'm like, oh, I want a house workshop. That sounds so fun.
There's none out here.
Because that's what I started learning when I was younger, like into hip hop.
Yes.
Or into that more movement style. Was like the teacher that I had was very heavy in house, and I loved it.
Oh, that's so
because it's so fun.
Yeah, it's just such a fun style. Like, there's almost no one that does just house out here though. Everyone's kind of like, I do this and I also do house, But and then you go to LA and it's like, oh, there's 5 house classes happening this week, and a session and a house session, right? And the club is playing house music. Dang, that's like, I wish we had that. But also, it's like, I'll also take the responsibility to find someone from LA and tell them to come out here so that they can teach a house class. Just need the people to show up.
But that's why you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
You
to
can
get
be
the word out, all that.
You can be that missing puzzle piece that
the middleman.
The community needs.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I loved talking with you.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me.
Everybody can find you on Instagram.
Yes. My personal one is at Brendon to Boujee, BRENDON 2 BOUJEE, and then you can find everything Boujee Block at Boujee Block LV.
Love it.
Yeah.
Don't stop doing what you're doing. It's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And everybody come to Socks on August 13th.
Yes, Socks on August 13th, first of the month, every first Thursday of the month. Doing a Bonnie and Clyde event on September 12th.
When you say Bonnie and Clyde, what do you mean?
So Bonnie and Clyde means boy and girl. Right?
Okay.
So, but this one, you come individually and we will pair you randomly with another partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are your events always at the same places?
Nope. You will have to go to the page.
Gotta go. You gotta do your research.
And all tickets are available on the website.
Period. Mic drop. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Before the Curtain. Please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever it is you listen to the podcast. We love to hear your virtual round of applause. If you know of a production or artist that deserves to have their story told, send us an email or message us on Instagram by clicking the link in the description.